When people talk about how governments work, they almost always miss the mechanism that matters most. It's the mechanism that lets institutions take a single, morally loaded yes and turn it into unlimited permission for things you never agreed to. That mechanism is called consent laundering. Consent laundering starts with a statement no one can refuse. Something like, children need education. People need health care. We need safe communities. We must protect the environment. These statements aren't wrong. They're engineered so you can't say no. You agree with the principle, because of course you do. And that's where the trap begins. Once they extract that first yes, the system quietly converts it into a blank check. You said yes to education, so now you've apparently said yes to whatever the institution does under the banner of education, even if the outcomes are unrelated, ineffective, or intentionally wasteful. This is how your agreement with the idea slowly turns into agreement with a bureaucracy that metastasizes far beyond its purpose. Your yes becomes fuel for administrative expansion, political agendas, vendor contracts, surveillance, or whatever else they want to bundle inside that moral category. None of it requires your explicit approval. Your original yes is laundered into infinite permission. And here's the final twist. When the results fail, the system hides behind the same moral shield that got the permission in the first place. If you criticize the execution, you're accused of opposing the principle itself. You question the program and suddenly you hate children, or you don't care about the environment, or you're against healthcare. That's consent laundering. It's how a society can pour billions into education and watch literacy decline. It's how we can fund healthcare and get more sickness. It's how we can fund infrastructure and still watch everything break. The problem isn't the surface level issues. The problem is the metastructure, the compliance machine, that converts virtue into power and good intentions into control. Once you see this pattern, you realize why reform never works. You can't fix a system that survives by laundering your consent. The only real alternative is building systems where consent is specific, transparent, and tied to measurable outcomes, not to emotional pretexts, because the future belongs to the systems that don't require a moral trick to function.